Okay, week 4, chapter 9. Some of the challenges to implementing a successful enterprise system include the cost or justifying the cost, disruptions due to changes, training associated with changes and implementation, poor system design that fails to deliver desired results, and compromises that always occur between customization, usability, function coordinating, and managing changes or management decisions. Overcoming these obstacles can also use these principles. Obtain as accurate productivity figures as possible. Be able to relate performance specifically with improvements. Plan for and coordinate changes to minimize downtime. Train users, involve them in the improvement process, work with and involve users, designers together with management for customization efforts and software selection. The big issue, work together as a team to implement desired changes, and that will minimize resistance. Many small to medium enterprises are implementing ERTC systems. They do that to achieve organizational benefits. In many cases, they may choose open source systems because primarily lower cost and the ability of modifying those systems. Additionally, in an attempt to increase market share, some ERP vendors are providing less expensive, less extensive services. That's the bare bones things to get them to at least into the ERP market, or less expensive cloud-based applications. The lower cost of ownership cost reduces risk and encourages implementation. So CAD, CAD, CAE, computer aided engineering, and CAM, computer aided manufacturing, all work together by reducing the amount of human intervention, human processes associated with design, engineering, and manufacturing. For example, technology multiplies human effort because CAD designs them using a computer. CAE, engineering, can affect the design, perfect the design, and then the CAM, the manufacturing, uses the computer to generate the parts or equipment. And that provides expert quality consistently, faster, and of a more single human expert, better than a single human expert working on each aspect of that project. All right, chapter 10. The 5 steps for problem solving. Look at these. 3 steps in the decision making the process, or collect intelligence, provide a design, and make a choice. And then 2 during the execution that include implement and then monitor the decision as it was put into action. You should describe how you use those decision-making and problem-solving steps to solve that recent problem. Problems that would benefit from using data from a social networking site consist of any behavior or issues that people talk about, that they communicate about. That could include social events, cultural behaviors, news stories, purchases, sportscasts, severe weather advice, personal support, anything that people will talk about. Match what they're talking about to what you're trying to provide. You're on your way in the door for sale. Difficulties associated with data capture include some of these. Called it viral feedback. In other words, people start talking about something and the discussion takes on a life of its own far, far in excess of the actual social, psychological, or economic impact of the decision. It's just literally gets out of hand. So you need to make sure that you're collecting data that is realistically assessing people's interest, right? Also, often as social sites may not verify the accuracy of content, and so they can go off in a tangential direction, or they can be uh, deeply involved in a discussion that completely lacks any relationship to reality. So key features of human resource MIS want to include employee information, employment dates, positions, training, certifications, your normal documentation that you have, performance, pay, manager, benefits, exit interview, very important exit interview information if that can be obtained, because that helps facilitate retaining people that you do want to keep. So potential employee information might include such things as skills, certifications, contacts, applications, and how long to keep the data, performance, attendance policies, that sort of thing, supplemental benefits packages, forms for administering services, contact. Is there any reason why all of that cannot be outsourced? Very little if you think about it. Input and outputs include personal and benefit or procedural data, and analyses and reports, plus action items. And some of those subsystems obviously tie into payroll, personal administration, employee information, benefits, and file sharing. In other words, who has access to what information and how can information be moved back and forth. So those all part of MIS and the human resource part of the equation. Okay, good luck. Have fun this week.